Today we're going to be checking out the MP Concepts hood scoop for the 2021 and newer F-150 Raptor. If you want to give the hood of your Raptor a more aggressive and off-road inspired look without getting into a full hood swap or anything custom, this is one of those simple add-ons that makes a big visual difference very fast, so it's definitely worth considering. This hood scoop is all about upgraded style. It sits right in the center valley of the factory hood and adds a tougher, more purpose-built vibe with a louvered design that looks right at home on a Raptor. Even though it's non-functional, it still gives your truck that built-out look, and it helps break up the big flat hood area so the whole front end looks more detailed and more custom. It's also a great option if you like the idea of a hood scoop, but you don't want something universal that looks off, or you need a bunch of modifications to make it work properly. When it comes to the construction on this, you are getting an injection molded polypropylene piece that's lightweight, but still plenty durable for a daily driver truck, and it's finished in a clean matte black. That matte black finish makes it look right at home with the rest of the Raptor's trim, and it's gonna match any other black accents on the truck and help you complete a blacked out theme build. This material is gonna hold up really well to everyday driving and prolonged weather exposure without getting faded or looking bad over time. When it comes to the pricing on this, it's coming in right around the upper $200 price range. That's a pretty fair spot for a Raptor specific hood scoop that's made to fit the way that it should. Cheaper universal scoops can look awkward, sit funny on the hood, and turn into a headache when it comes time to mount them. Here you're gonna be paying for a clean fit and the right shape for the hood, and it's easy to install and keeps things straightforward. Now when it comes to the install on this one, it's gonna get rated just a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. You can get this job done in 1 hour of your time, or probably less if everything goes smooth. Now let's see exactly how this install process goes with a quick video from one of our AmericanTrucks customers.
Tools you're gonna need, you will need, I have 2 different size kinda, pick things, really used to just pry the original hood scoop off. So whatever you have, you probably want to get some plastic ones, but I didn't have any. So some sort of prying tool. You'll need a ratchet. It can be small, large, whatever. And then I have an extension. You'll need a 13mm long socket, a 10mm long socket, and then an 8mm optional long socket, or not long socket, just an 8mm socket, just depending on if you want to take the hood insulation out or not. And then obviously a detail spray and a microfiber if you want to clean the area underneath it, and that's it. So not a whole lot of tools, just a lot of time. Here is the install video for the MP Concepts Raptor R hood scoop for the Gen 3 Raptors. Should be a pretty simple installation, so let's get to it. The first step is to remove the 10 plastic pins from the hood insulations, so all of these, and then you will do the 4 plastic caps on the actual hood itself. You'll use some sort of panel removal tool to remove these plastic caps on the hood and the insulation itself. Okay, so once you get those 10 plastic caps off, the insulation will come down. Just note that it's definitely pretty tedious to get those caps off, so just keep working at them. Yeah, they're definitely not easy to get off, so don't worry about that. We're gonna move on to the 4 plastic caps on the hood itself, so let's get to that. If you wanna get this out of the way, there's just one 8mm bolt that you can take off. It's not actually in the instructions, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it just to make it a lot easier to work with. So once you get that taken off, you can just set that to the side. We're gonna move on to those 4 caps on the hood. So those are actually really easy to get off. You don't need any tools, you just kind of pull them off and they're super easy. The next step is to remove the 6 10mm nuts from the underside of the hood. So you have one there, one there, one down there, one down there, there, and there. So 6 10mm bolts, take those off. Once you get those 6 10mm bolts out, you can go ahead and drop the hood and it should come right off. So if we're taking off the hood scoop, it's pretty difficult. Really what you need to do is you gotta start in this corner and pop it up and then shove a microfiber, and basically the whole process is you prying it open, sticking a fiber under there. You're gonna work all the way around until you can pop those rivets out. You might need to open the hood every now and then and push on those plastic rivets, but yeah, it's just this process of getting a microfiber under there and then just working around, so we'll get to that. As you can see, I'm just going around stuffing microfibers under here. Once I get it pried open, keep going around and I'll show you the underneath of what I'm talking about. The white clips are what's holding it down basically, so you have to pry those open, get those off, but really the process that I'm doing seems like the best way to do it. So those all have to come through to get the actual hood scoop off. So once you work around getting all the edges popped up, you'll be able to just pull on it and it'll eventually come off. There is adhesive here and then adhesive on this back side. So that is maybe what's making it more difficult, but yeah, you just have to work around getting all these edges popped up with microfibers and then just start pulling on it, and obviously don't pull it too much to where it will snap, but you definitely got to put some force behind it. So now that that's done, we're gonna swap the original hardware over to the MP Concepts one, so let's do that. I'm actually gonna just use some detail spray under here, clean it up with a fresh microfiber towel, and then we can move to the next step. I'm also gonna remove this adhesive right here and up here as much as I can, just to give it a clean surface to work with. I'm gonna get the original hardware swapped over. So for these Raptor logos, you can use a 13mm socket to loosen these up, swap them over to the MP Concepts, and then these, make sure that they go on exactly how they are on the stock. So whether they're up and down with like the H or side to side, make sure they go on exactly how they were. And then we will get these also swapped over and then we'll get it back on. Now that you have everything swapped over to the new hood scoop, exactly how it was, we can go ahead and throw it on and get everything aligned. So you got the hood on, don't push anything down. Make sure that all the clips and then those 6 bolts are all aligned before you push those clips through. So we'll need to pop the hood, make sure everything looks right, and then we'll get it pushed down. You can see the bolts are through, and then these 4 down here are as well. So now we can go ahead and push it down and then get these 6 bolts back on. And now that it's lined up, we're gonna install the 6 10mm nuts back on, and then we are going to throw the insulation cover back on, throw that 8mm bolt back on right there, and then we should be good to go. Okay, once you get those 6 10mm nuts back on, and then all the plastic pins from the hood insulation, so the 10 in the hood and then the 4 underneath, you should be done and we can see how it looks.
That's going to wrap up our review and install for the MP Concepts hood scoop for the 2021 and newer F-150 Raptors. And for all things F-150, keep it right here at American Trucks.